Single ladies over 40, what are the best dating apps? I've been on Hinge and Bumble probably for like 10 years. Okay, I've had relationships in those 10 years, but those are really the only apps I've met my exes on. So what other apps are good for like the 40 plus crowd? Should I do Match? Should I do eHarmony? Are there new apps I don't know about? Does Plenty of Fish still exist? Maybe I need to pay for Hinge or Bumble? What about that?
The apps aren't the problem. Honestly. Sis, the apps aren't the problem. You've been on these dating apps for 10 years. The apps aren't the problem.
All right, y'all. So I was outside, okay, and I saw this beautiful man. And these are the type of interactions that I like when I'm outside and I'm talking to men. So I see this man. He's gorgeous. Like brown skin, pretty white teeth, beard, gorgeous, right? So he's across the way. I'm over here. He see me. I see him. So I tell him to come over here. I'm like this, right? So he comes over to me and I'm like, I just want to tell you that you are gorgeous. And he's like, oh, thank you so much. You're beautiful. And I'm like, thank you. And I was like, I just had to tell you, like, you are gorgeous. And he said something and he was like, it's my birthday, or somebody said like happy birthday to him. Somebody had came up to him and said happy birthday. I was like, oh, it's your birthday? I said, would you like a drink? Because you know, men talking about, do I ever buy a drink? Yes, I buy drinks all the time. I'm not a brokey, okay? That was never the issue, like I said. But I said, he was like, it's his birthday. I said, oh, it's your birthday. I said, would you like a drink? He said, no. Do you want a drink? I'll buy you a drink. Yes, that's what real men do. See how that...
What do real women do? Because it's for sure not coming to TikTok with their problem. It's for sure not being damn near 50, acting like a 16-year-old. She's 46. She's a grandma. But she can tell what real men do. But she don't even know how to be a real woman. You focus on the wrong thing.
Interaction went, I offered. He said, no, I got you. He then proceeds to buy me a drink. Mind you, he goes to like 3 different bars. It takes him a while. He brings me back my drink. And we leave. We exchange numbers. This man just texted me to make sure I got home okay. More of that. More of that. See, easy. It's easy. So easy.
I thought that was bare minimum though. Somebody texting you to see if you got home safely. So impressive to her. She has to run come tell her TikTok at 46.
The ghetto.
Right.
So today I was talking to this guy and we were trying to plan a little coffee meetup, whatever. And I was saying how I had to do something and check my schedule. And the first thing he said was, you're too famous / important. And this is why. People ask me all the time,
who the hell is this?
I am single. That is one of the main...
Who the hell is this? A TikToker?
I am single.
Calling herself
now,
famous?
If you don't know who I am, my name is Zakia Blaine. I'm the CEO and founder of the premier Black-owned activewear brand in the country. Like I say, that just rolls off my tongue.
What's the name? Anybody in the comments who has ever heard about this lady or her activewear brand, please let me know. The outfits that she get from Alibaba, please let me know.
Anywho, as someone who has been in the public eye for years, it is very hard to date men who do not understand the lifestyle of a person who is in the public eye.
What she literally, what public eye? She just owns a fitness brand clothing. Anybody can own fitness brand clothing. You order it on AliExpress or on Alibaba and they'll ship it to you in bulk. What public eye is she talking about? Because she makes some TikTok videos, she thinks she's famous? Are we serious?
You know, I've dated men over the years and men will say, you know, they have no problem with it. You know, when I'm out often, I get recognized by people. Again, I've been in these social media streets for years. So, you know, my customers, they'll see me. They want pictures. They want hugs. You know, we bust it up because I love my customers. But
Are we serious?
most men can't handle that. Can't handle that. That line to me is like when a man says to a woman, "Hey, big money," and you know, I've had my share of that as well. Because most men will say they're okay with it. You know, I don't mind dating a woman who has more money than me. I don't mind dating a woman who's in the public eye. But then when they're in it, when they're in the relationship, then that resentment starts to bubble up. That ego.
No, sis. It's just an excuse that they're giving you to not mess with you no more because you're on the pum pum, and they're like, okay, thank you, wham bam, thank you, ma'am. So they're like, oh, you're too much in the public eye. You're too much. So, and then you're telling yourself that, because speaking of ego, you're telling yourself it's because you are a CEO to a fitness company. That's why you can't land a man. Listen, remember, we do not debate, we do not argue with point left, because these women make excellent comedy.
That ego, baby, that ego starts to eat away at them. And then ultimately it doesn't work out because they end up resenting me. They don't want to, but they do, right? And so, of course, that's not going to go anywhere, because saying that is instantly, I know that it's going to be an issue. And we can't even go any further. But to answer all the questions of why I'm single, that's one of the reasons why I choose to be single. Because I'm not going to change my lifestyle to appease a man's ego. I'm not going to dumb myself down to appease a man's ego. I am who I am, and I'm going to stand in that. I do great things, right? And I'm going to stand in that. And any man who chooses to be in my presence, in my world, has to be okay with that and has to be very secure in who he is. And what I find is most men are not.
Yeah, it's the men, sis.
They're
intimidated by you. They're intimidated by you because you're such a strong, independent woman. It's not because you're a baby mama at 46 that's addicted to social media and who needs validation so she come on and tell these stories to her audience. Because what is this you're telling? What is this? Remember, she was the same one who said she went out to the bar and the guy offered to buy her a drink. And because he texted her and said, did you make it home safely? She's gassed, so she have to come tell her TikTok. She tell her TikTok anything. Any little thing she run to her TikTok. It's not, that's why you're single. It's not because you are 46 with a 16-year-old mindset, but it's because men are intimidated by you because you own a fitness brand company that you got from Alibaba. Yeah.
I was talking to my friend today, and she was like, do you pray for a husband? Like, you always talk about wanting a husband. Do you pray for a husband? Because we're both Christian. And I was like, actually, no. I pray over every area of my life, but I don't pray over a husband. Is it because I just don't want one? Like, maybe I think I want one, but I don't actually want one. But then I'm like, no, I genuinely do want a husband. Like, and it's also really scary to get to the point where I am, which me and my friend also talked about, because it's like you get to a certain level of comfortability with your singleness that it's like almost like you'd rather choose just being single than to be coupled and have to compromise with another human being. Now I know that I'm getting close to that point. Like, I'm on the cusp. Like, I'd either go like here or here. Here is finding my love and being with my love, and over here is just being single for the rest of my life and being completely okay with it. Because the only reason I really think about having a husband is because my kids are old. If you're new here, I'm 40. I'm actually 41 in a week. My kids are 20 and 18. One's already flown the nest. The other one will eventually fly the nest. And I'm just going to be here. I don't even have a dog anymore. So I'll just be here by myself. I refuse to get cats, so I cannot be a single cat lady. So then what am I going to do? Obviously, I need a husband. And then my friend said, you know, you actually need to date. I was like, fair. That's fair. In order to get a husband, I would probably need to date. First of all, I know I'm not staying in the city that I live in. So for me to date here would not really serve any good purpose for me, because let's say I fell in love and then I would have to stay here. That is the last thing that I want to do. So therefore, my dating is on pause until I get to where at least I see like the next, I don't know, 5-10 years of my life. And that is not until next year. So then I'm back here in single land, and I think, oh, dating could be fun, but obviously I can't date because I can't fall in love here. So then it's like this vicious cycle. I know I need to. It's getting a little weird. Like, it's getting weird. And then I talked to my other friend, and she's like, you're just too picky. It's not that I'm too picky. It's that I have like standards. Doesn't everyone have standards? And no one has like actually checked the boxes except for, you know who I'm going to talk about. But he like didn't check like the chemistry box. So then it's just, I just go round and round and round in circles.
You see, her issue is not if she wants a husband, but it's if a husband wants her.
Oh my God! I said what I said!
The fact that she can mention somebody's name and tell her TikTok, or you know who I'm talking about, that means she brings her business to TikTok often, where they know who she wants but who don't want her. Because it's not that the guy don't have no chemistry, it's he don't want her. He don't want you.
I taught my coworker how to train her man, and it worked. For context, she was telling me about her boy problems, and I told her my advice. And she asked me, how did I train my man to be the man that I want him to be? Because it doesn't matter if that's not your man or not, because that's my man, my man, my man. Yeah? So I'm gonna tell y'all what I told her as to how I trained my man to be my man. And before I get started, let me preface with this, because most of y'all will get booty tickled in my comment section and then not even finish the whole video before I can get done. Anyways, my man and I are like this, okay? Training is an interchangeable word with learning about each other and how to behave, okay? So whatever he does for me, I do for him tenfold. So back to the original point of the video, I'm gonna share with y'all the same story I shared with her as to how simple it is to train your man. And if you ask my boyfriend about like this story, he will tell you this story and he think is like the cutest thing that I've ever done in our entire time that we have been together. One night we were both working and he went on break before me. He asked me if I wanted to get any food from where he was getting food from, and I asked if I could get a sandwich. He gets me the sandwich. Now I go on break. Not only did I get this fat sandwich, I got chips and a brownie, and I just expressed how much I loved it. Like, I was being a girly girl, which is a lot to ask for because I'm very masculine. But because I sat there and I actually genuinely was like so like thankful for what he did, like I gassed him up, I hyped him the heck up. Like, he will now continue to bring me lunch despite whether he's working or not. He won't even ask me because he wants to get that reward. He wants to get the same reaction that I'm giving him. Long story short, everybody in the world wants to feel wanted, specifically men, but I'm just gonna generalize it before they think that I'm coming for their necks, but whatever. So if you just make him feel wanted, make him feel like he's doing something right, he will continue to do the same things that you like doing. So every time that he does something that you like, tell him and gas it the up.
Nah, they're not gonna listen. They're not gonna gas him up because they say you shouldn't praise a fish for swimming. They say these are all the things that men are supposed to do anyway, because remember, they are the prize, they're queens and they're goddesses. So of course they're not gonna gas him up. They're not gonna show appreciation. These broads have no idea what it's like to show appreciation.
Home-cooked meals are for men that pay bills. Okay, say it with me. Home-cooked meals are for men that pay bills. So tell me why the fuck you're in the kitchen whipping it up from scratch for a man that doesn't pay your bills. How does that make sense? Where does it make sense? Show me how, when, where. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can't. Because I promise you, you won't get a motherfucking tear dropping from my eye cutting up some fresh onion if you're not paying my bills. If you pay my bills, I'll take my happy ass to the kitchen. I'll make you your lunch. I'll even write you a love note to send you off on your way for your day at work, right? Because you're a hardworking man. You deserve that. You deserve that. But if you decide, you know what, that's not my responsibility. Paying your bills is not my responsibility. That's fine. That's cool. So my responsibilities wouldn't include cooking for you, correct? Correct. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your smartphone and you're going to type in food near me. Your smartphone's so smart, it's going to tell you where you can take your ass to go get yourself some motherfucking food. And everyone's happy, everyone wins. Okay? Okay. Stop cooking for these men. You're not his wife, you're not even his girlfriend.
And this is why these over 40-year-old women are so miserable on the dating market. I'm glad when they use their platform to prove Kevin Samuels right, the red pill community right, the manosphere right, and male identified content creators right. I'm just like, it's not even difficult. It's not even difficult. We say what we gotta say and then they prove us right. We do not debate. We do not argue. We allow them to talk so we can have a good laugh. We allow them to talk so it can be show and tell. They can prove our points. Kevin Samuels, the red pill community, the manosphere, male identified content creator, they're just proving our point. So, you know, it makes for good content. Y'all go check out the video that popped up on the screen. It's another opportunity for us to point and laugh. And men, it is the ghetto out here. Save yourselves, black men. It is your girl Chantel. Get triggered if you must, but
I said what I said.
I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, y'all. Take care.